All of the information you're about to hear has been achieved from telegraph.co.uk.
Hope your day is going well as we start a new episode of FRMS 10. My name is Seth Vergeen. Thanks for watching. Queensland, Australia is where the Great Barrier Reef lies. Reefs are formed from coral polyps. The polyps that create the reef survive by creating a symbiotic relationship with microscopic algae. The polyps give the algae shelter, and the algae creates food for the coral and itself through photosynthesis. Sadly, the Great Barrier Reef is dying. Many sections of the reef were killed last year by heated seawater. Coral requires warm water to survive, but are extremely sensitive to too much heat. Just a 2 degrees increase can cause the coral to expel the algae. At this point, they are not dead, but they turn a ghostly white color. But if this goes on for too long, the coral will die. If the water cools down fast enough, the coral can recover, but that is unlikely. Only about 9% of the reef has avoided damage. The reason of the reef's mass destruction is none other than global warming. The Australian government has tried to combat these local threats with its Reef 2050 plan, restricting port development, dredging, and agricultural runoff. But scientists found that coral in muddy water were just as bleached as coral in clean water. The only way to save the reef is to address climate change directly.
We are here to interview Andrew about his thoughts on the Great Barrier Reef. Andrew, what are your thoughts on the reef?
I think the reef is pretty important.
Okay, how does the reef dying make you feel?
Pretty sad.
In your opinion, how could we help save the reef?
Use cleaner forms of energy.
Is the reef important to this world?
Yes, I mean, it's the biggest living thing on Earth, so it's pretty important.
Thanks for being here, Andrew. Now let's do some trivia.
What is another name for a hurricane? Is it A, a tornado, B, a cyclone, C, a tsunami, or D, a flood? Only a few more seconds left. The correct answer is actually B, a cyclone. Did you get it right?
Australian cities have been flooded by a devastating event, Cyclone Debbie. This has led to the evacuation of tens of thousands of people, although not every person has made it to safety. The rate of the rise of the flood has caught people as a surprise, and they are trapped. They call for help, but emergency services are unable to use boats or helicopters, for they have 20-mile-per-hour winds. The cyclone and floods have left 100,000 homes and buildings without power. Lismore, the city that was hit the hardest, go floods that move 10 feet per second. That is enough to pick up a truck and throw it around.
Climate change has been an issue in Australia since the 21st century. It has been a lot warmer in southwestern Australia. Rainfall has decreased from 10 to 20% since the 1970s. Global warming is caused by greenhouse gas pollution, and that's the cause of the global warming in Australia. Warmer ocean temperatures melt glaciers and ice caps. Melted ice increases the volume of the water in the oceans. Warmer temperatures also result in the expansion of the water mass, which causes sea levels to rise. This is what affected the Great Barrier Reef.
An Uber driver drove a couple on a 9.5-hour trip. From Missouri, he made sure the couple arrived in Wellington for an urgent business meeting. The driver states that, "I didn't do it for the money, I just helped them out of the kindness of my heart." He drove the couple during Cyclone Debbie, when they couldn't find a taxi or a bus. They arrived at their meeting about 30 minutes before it was due to start, thanks to the Uber driver.
According to Australian Geographic, they surveyed some people and most of them have lost loved ones during their lives, often including their partners and their own children. One man surveyed says the ability to deal with loss is an important part of reaching a very old age.
That's random. There are more than 150 million sheep in Australia and only 20 million people. That's 8 sheep for every person. Oh, that's random.
A caring mother turns up horrified after looking at a photograph she took of her 2-year-old daughter. One of Australia's deadliest snakes was seen lurking only inches behind her. The snake was the eastern brown, Australia's second deadliest snake. Thanks for watching our special Australian edition of FRMS 10. I was your news director, Alex Listio. If you enjoyed our episodes, don't forget to watch our other ones, which we have never recorded and never will. See you never.